Hello, my name is Josefina, and I'm the junior English instructor at Makers, and I'm very excited to introduce the Summer Junior Intensive Program. So many students struggle with English because it requires more than just reading and writing. It demands a lot of critical thinking and analysis and structured argumentation. And this course is precisely designed for that to help students excel in high school and beyond. We're focusing on boosting three key areas. Number one, obviously, GPA and academic performance. Strong English skills are going to directly impact GPA, not just in English class, but also across multiple subjects that require reading comprehension and analytical writing. This includes history, social sciences, and even science reports. We also help prepare for the IB and AP and advanced courses because our course is designed to help this kind of advanced reading and writing skills that are essential for the courses mentioned. And overall, we develop humanities-based thinking. In today's world, especially in the era of AI and automation, what really sets students apart is their ability to interpret complex ideas, think critically, and express their unique perspectives. So our course really nurtures this kind of deep interdisciplinary thinking, and this will help serve students not just in school, but in college and their future careers. In addition, I really want to emphasize that the skills we teach in this program really extends far beyond just class. Critical thinking is the ability to break down complex ideas and arguments, and interpretation and analysis. We help with this because we focus on having students understand the deeper meanings of in text and historical events. We also focus on essay writing and structured argumentation by helping students organize their thoughts clearly and persuasively. Again, these are skills that are the core of humanities-based subjects. And if we take a look at which AP courses students struggle with the most, we can see why that is. If we focus on this image, courses like AP US History, AP European History, World History, and English Literature are all among the hardest APs. And what do they have in common? They require strong reading comprehension, a lot of critical thinking, and writing skills. So even courses that don't seem like they are traditional humanities subjects like AP Psychology, Environmental Science, Seminar, these demand the ability to analyze and write about complex ideas. And this is precisely why our English intensive course is so valuable. Yes, it helps students prepare for AP English and IB English, but more importantly, it also builds the foundation for success in history, government, philosophy, law, and even interdisciplinary fields like psychology and economics. Because strong English and writing skills are not just for English class, they are essential for academic success in nearly every subject that requires any kind of analysis and argumentation. Also, the rise of artificial intelligence, AI. As we move further into the AI era, many parents ask, what are the skills my child needs to stand out in the future? Now, in a world where AI can write essays for us, it can summarize books and generate arguments, students must develop skills that will not be replicable by AI. This is the ability to think independently, analyzing complex ideas, and communicating personal insights with depth. And these are things that are more valuable now than ever. Now, our course is structured very strategically. We have created it so it's engaging, it's challenging, and it's very highly effective in developing our students' critical thinking, analysis, and writing skills. So these are all essential for success again in high school and beyond. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we have the reading focus days where we will do literature analysis and close reading. This is where students will, explore literary texts in depth. We're going to learn how to break down themes and character development and the author's intent. We're also going to deep dive into nonfiction and rhetorical analysis. This will sharpen our students' ability to analyze nonfiction, which is again a skill for AP Lang, IB English, and all kinds of standardized exams. We'll also be doing SAT style multiple choice questions with Miss Jane, and she will explain this further on. Now, Tuesdays and Thursdays are our writing focus days. This is where we talk about different global issues. We're going to have discussions. We're going to engage in debates and discussions on current pressing issues to develop critical thinking and argumentation skills. And also, this is where we are going to be doing a lot of our writing, our essay writing workshops. And these are step-by-step guidances in logical structuring, thesis development, and persuasive writing. And this is crucial for high school English essays. Now, one of the key components of our course is close reading. And this is where students will learn to go beyond just surface level comprehension, and they're going to learn to analyze how the language, the tone, and word choice of the author reveals deeper themes and character dynamics. For example, here in this conversation between Eleanor and Marianne from Sense and Sensibility, we see two very contrasting views on the concept of love and marriage. We'll see, word choice and tone differences. We see how Eleanor, underlined in blue, she uses very measured, rational words like, think, esteem, and like. And this emphasizes her practical approach to love, contrasted by the fiery red that is Marianne. She bursts out in very dramatic and emotionally charged language, like cold-hearted Eleanor, worse than cold-hearted. This reveals her romantic and passionate ideals. We also see, syntax. We see how Marianne's exclamation marks and the italicized words really highlight her emotional intensity, which is contrasting with, Eleanor's very structured, calm sentences that reflects her rationality and her restraint. Now in class, we're going to have students actively engage in this type of analysis to really develop a sharper understanding of literary techniques and how they shape character development and themes. And this skill, again, is critical for AP English courses, but also IB at college level literary studies. Beyond that, it's going to help students develop a very sophisticated approach to reading, writing, and critical thinking. And in addition to literary analysis, our course focuses on non-literary text analysis. This is crucial for AP English Language, IB English, SAT, and also just real-world applications. Now, unlike literature where we analyze themes, character development, and just general storytelling, non-literary text really requires students to examine arguments, persuasion, and rhetorical strategies. So we're going to do so by reading a lot of New York Times articles, speeches, non-literary texts. By engaging in these hands-on analysis of real-world materials, we're going to learn how to identify the purpose of a certain text. We're going to talk about, who the audience is, the different rhetorical strategies, and such aspects to see how does language function differently depending on its purpose. And this is going to help prepare students for different courses that are heavily focused on rhetorical analysis. It's also going to enhance SAT and standardized test performance, where a lot of nonfiction passages are dominant. And overall, it really helps real world analytical skills. Students can become more discerning authors. They're capable of evaluating media in news and persuasive arguments that they're going to see in everyday life. Another section of our course is essay writing, of course. This is where students are going to develop very strong, structured, and analytical essay writing skills. And we're going to do so by looking at real past AP College Board Literature free response questions, or FRQs, what they're commonly known as. And by doing so, this approach is going to ensure that students are truly prepared for AP English exams, IB assessments, and even college level writing. Now, a key part of understanding a good essay is really by reading and analyzing exemplar essays and being able to dissect them piece by piece. As you can see on the screen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to show students a lot of strong essays. We're going to analyze why a certain thesis statement is strong. We're going to look at the logical argument progression, the different effective analysis techniques that they use, and the sophisticated writing styles. I want to showcase an example of a student's essay. This was a first draft initially early on in our past course. And we can see here that, obviously the thesis is going to lack specificity. We also see a lot of areas where they need improvement. This was an analysis of The Sound of Thunder. And here I identified how the analysis itself was very vague, and it didn't really explain the different themes of good and evil that was presented in the text. I also identified how, certain key ideas were not fully developed and the argument was quite weak. Like this, we're going to really work hands-on with students to identify where they can really improve in their essay writing so that they can learn the skills that they need to really advance. Now, this is the same essay, but a revised version. And I think I like to showcase this because it's a perfect example of how really constructive feedback can transform a student's writing. Initially, the student's essay lacked clarity. Its depth of analysis was pretty weak. Its specificity in discussing character roles was also very weak. But through detailed comments, the student was essentially able to clarify the thesis. They were able to strengthen their analysis and develop a more structured argument by incorporating direct textual evidence. Now, at the heart of our program, it's our commitment to helping students build resilience. We help them build confidence and intellectual curiosity. These are skills that are not going to serve them just in high school, but really beyond, in college and also in their future careers. We really believe that success in English is not just about, memorizing, about learning literary terms, about writing formulaic essays. It's really learning how to think independently, how to challenge ideas, and also communicate effectively. And this is what our program is really focused on. It equips students with the tools they need to thrive in any academic setting and in any environment. We look forward to guiding our students towards greater confidence, stronger skills, and just a lifelong appreciation for critical thinking and effective communication. That wraps up the intro to my course. And next up, you'll meet Miss Jane, who is going to be in charge of the MCQ portion for this summer. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jane, and I'm the English Director for the SAT and Junior English program, as well as the lead SAT instructor at Makers Academy. I'm really excited to introduce a special summer program designed to help you prepare for your upcoming high school years. As you know, standardized tests will become an important part of your academic journey, and this program is designed to help you build strong skills for tackling those tests with confidence. If you're looking for effective strategies and proven methods to improve your test performance, this program is exactly what you need. If you join our program, after you learn lit and lang analysis, essay writing, and discussion skills with Josefina, we'll focus specifically on multiple choice question problem-solving strategies. Now, you might be thinking, why focus on MCQs? Well, standardized tests, whether they are SAT, ACT, TOEFL, or school assessments, are filled with MCQs. And while these questions might seem straightforward, they're often designed to trick you or test your ability to think critically under time pressure. That's where strategy comes in. Knowing the content is important, but understanding how to approach the questions, which strategies to apply, and how to avoid common mistakes can make all the difference in your score. In my session, we'll focus on three main areas. The first is the approach. Before you even read the answer choices, I'll teach you how to break down the question itself, what to underline, what to predict, and how to stay focused on what the question is really asking. This step is key to avoiding traps and distractions. Second, the strategies. We'll explore proven strategies that can help you work faster and more accurately. For example, eliminating extreme answer choices, identifying common patterns in vocabulary question, and learning when to skip and return to tricky questions. Mistake notebook. This is the most powerful step and one that a lot of students overlook. I'll guide you on how to create a mistake notebook. Well, you will track the types of errors you make, whether it is misreading the questions, rushing through steps, or being tricked by tempting wrong answers. By consistently writing and reviewing your mistake notebook, you'll begin to see patterns and improve faster than you'd expect. Remember, test taking isn't just about knowing the right answer, it's about learning how to stay calm, focused, and strategic. By the end of this program, I want you to feel confident walking into any test, knowing that you have the skill to tackle even the trickiest questions. I look forward to working with all of you, and I can't wait to see how much progress we'll make together this summer. Thank you for listening.